Hello, world. I'm Kai Rib. I've been using the app Pixelorama lately to create some pixel art. In fact, that's what my last video was about. I'd like to share with you 5 quick tips you should definitely do to customize Pixelorama and help you work faster. So follow along with me if you'd like, and let's begin. Hey, look, it's me! Let's just say you've made a masterpiece animation and you want to save it as a video. I know, please don't laugh. You're looking at one of the first walk cycle animations I've ever finished. Okay, I'm going to export it. But hey, the options to export as a video are there, but they're grayed out. The best I can do is this GIF file.
Huh?
Let me see if I can explain. The reason for this is Pixelorama needs another program to export video files. This program is called FFmpeg. It may already be installed on your computer. Click on the Edit button and head into the Preferences menu. The first page has a box where you can put the path to the FFmpeg program. This is really easy to do on Linux. Open up a terminal and type in the command which FFmpeg. If some path shows up like this, that's it. If it's blank, you can install it with the command sudo apt install ffmpeg. If you're on a Debian-based system like Linux Mint or Ubuntu. It works the same for Windows and Mac. It's just a little more involved process to get it installed, and it'll be at a different path. Anyhow, once you find the path, copy it and paste it in the box. Done! Now, when I go to export it, the video options are selectable.
That was easy.
And here's what the finished animation looks like. Super! Oh yeah, and just for you to know, the reason it looks kind of blurry is not because of the export, but because my player has trouble playing videos that are only 32 by 32 pixels. So the export works great. Okay, next tip. Keyboard quick keys. Some of the defaults are pretty good, like P for pencil, but some are not so great, like S for drawing a rectangle, or U for shading. To play the timeline animation, it's F5, like we're in Visual Studio or something. And to move to the next frame, it's Control arrow key. Why Control? But all that is okay because we have the option to remap the hotkeys, which is what I'll show you how to do now. Go back into the Preferences menu. In the Shortcuts tab, you can see all the default key bindings. We cannot modify the defaults, so we need to create a new profile. Do this by clicking New, and I'll name it Better Default. Unfold the categories until you find the hotkey you want to change. Double-clicking on it will bring up this menu. Hit the combination of keys on your keyboard that you want to change it to, and click OK. In this example, I'm changing the shortcut for deselect everything from Control-D to Control-Shift-A. If you come across one that's already taken, it will alert you to it. Clicking OK will erase the hotkey from what it was previously attached to and change it to this one. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to speed through me changing all the hotkeys as it can take some time. But here are the ones that I modified. Pause here if you want to follow mine exactly, or you can choose your own hotkeys. Alright, now the hotkeys are all reassigned. This should really help save you time in the long run. This is more of a cosmetic sort of tip. Go to Edit Preferences again, and click on the Interface page. We have some different color options for the theme. The dark theme and the blue theme are pretty cool. Pixelorama lets you see the changes without having to restart the program or anything. Some are a bit wild, like pink and orange. I kind of like the gray theme the best. One last thing in here I like changing is the toolbar icon sizes. I like to set them to big. Now they look super. The Pixelorama user interface is composed of panels. Under the Window drop-down, we can see a list of available panels. The check mark indicates whether they are visible or not. The layout is the way panels are arranged. We're using the default layout, but it may be helpful to have custom layouts for different kinds of work, like one layout for drawing, another for animating, things like that. Layouts are the exact same thing as workspaces in Adobe After Effects or Blender. If I check the Movable Panels box, I can move the panels to different spots. I can also move it next to another panel and create a tab list. Super important! It's a good idea to make a new layout before moving the panels around because layouts cannot be reset. So if you mess up the default layout by moving the panels around, you can't undo it. And believe me, it's pretty easy to mess things up. So instead, make a new layout first. Click on the Layout Manager to make a new one. Click the Add button, and I will name mine to Animation. Make it a copy of the default one to start with. Now we can switch to the animation layout and start customizing it. When I'm trying to animate, I found out I like the small canvas preview panel, so I will enable it. I'm going to move it down here into the bottom right corner. I don't want the palette panel, so I will disable it. I'm going to expand the timeline panel. I also don't really need reference images when I animate, so I'm going to remove that, but I could add it back if I change my mind later. Now I can switch between the default and the animation layouts quickly. Super! Feel free to make your own unique layouts for the specific work that you're doing. So Pixelorama comes with two pre-installed palettes. They're pretty good for basic work, but it's really easy to make new palettes. Click on the Create a New Palette button. Here's the menu to make a new palette. I'm going to make a 1x8 palette, so 8 colors. I'm going to fill it with green colors, so I'll name it Greens. Now I'll make the current color a pale green and click the plus button right here. See how it's been added to the palette? I'll keep repeating this 7 more times. Now I've got a greens palette that I can use on all my projects. Perhaps you have a drawing and you want to create a palette of all the colors in that drawing. I think this might be especially good for guys who need to redraw the same character many times over in different poses. Hey look, it's me again! Uh-huh. Okay, it's really simple. Create a new palette and select the From Current Sprite option and name it. That's it. One other great place to get palettes is from the web. My favorite is Low-Spec. Low-Spec. Their palette list has so many great palettes to choose from. This is a cool one. Hey, I remember this guy. He's got a great game art and game development YouTube channel. Thanks, Adam. I think I'll download it. Once it's finished, just drag and drop it into the Pixelorama app. It's that easy. I don't know what I'm trying to draw here. It was supposed to be a firework, but it ended up looking more like a spaceship. One last thing about palettes. If you have GIMP installed on your computer, it has a lot of pre-installed palettes to choose from. If the palette window is not visible for you for some reason, go to the Window drop-down in the Dockable Dialogues panel and click on the Palettes box. Did you know that you can reuse these palettes in Pixelorama too? Here's how. Right-click on a palette and choose Copy Palette Location. This will copy the path to the palette to the clipboard. Go back into Pixelorama and choose File, Open, and change the filter to show GIMP palettes. Hover the mouse over the top bar and hit Control V on the keyboard to paste in the palette path. This is where all the GIMP palettes are stored. Click Open and it will now be in your palettes menu. This is how to use GIMP palettes in Pixelorama. Well, I hope these 5 tips help you out. I hope you learned something and have fun doing pixel art. I'm out of time for today, so until next time.